Hey guys! Okay, this I think is going to be a super quick video. I'm making this video for my friend Lara, who is a Facebook wig sister of mine, and she and I have chatted a lot. We've got a lot in common and we've become pretty good friends. And so she asked me a question. She sent me a message this morning maybe, or last night, I can't remember which, asking me how Bianca by Envy compares to Main Attraction Broadway. And since I have both of these wigs and she is trying to decide which one to buy, I thought I'll just get on here and I'll do a quick video. So it's the end of the day. I worked all day and I wore Bianca. So the only thing I've done to Bianca since I got home from work, it's about 7 p.m., is I took a wet washcloth to where I adhere her with the It Stays so I could loosen her up. I did take her off so that I could put Main Attraction Broadway on, the one I'm going to show you guys, just to make sure she didn't look too crazy, because I haven't worn her in a little while and she's been sitting on a wig head. So I wanted to make sure that she looked decent because I want this to be a good comparison. And then I put this one back on and I just kind of scrunched her up a little bit. I didn't take a comb to her. I really didn't do much other than scrunch her up a little bit. So this is how Bianca looks after wearing her all day. So I'll just give you guys a quick look at Bianca. So Bianca is an Envy wig, and the color that I have on right now is light brown. And light brown is just what you think it is. It's light brown. It's not anything fancy. It's very blended. It's pretty basic. I mean, it's if you are a light to medium brown haired girl and you're not into heavy highlights or highlights at all, this could be a good color for you because it really is just a nice blend and it really doesn't have visible highlights at all, and it is not rooted. So Bianca is a basic cap. There are no special features, no lace front, no mono card, no mono anything, very basic cap. It's a very affordable wig. And I have four Biancas now. I have this one, I have medium brown, I have chocolate caramel, and I have a light red coming in the mail that I got from Leanne's Live on Friday. So if you can't tell, I kind of like Bianca. What I like about Bianca though is she's very flexible. I've never worn this one until, well, I take that back. Actually, we were out of town this weekend. I was going to wear this one to the Iowa State Fair. I didn't end up wearing it, but I did wear it to dinner that night. So I have worn her once, but today is the first time I've worn her for any length of time. The one that I bought first is the chocolate caramel, and I don't know where I put her. I'd pull her out. So here's the deal with Bianca. Because she's a basic cap, I struggled with the first one a little bit because I really felt like I needed mono features, lace front. I just didn't think I could pull off a basic cap wig. And as I've gotten more comfortable wearing wigs, as I've learned how to work with wigs, I'm now a little bit more comfortable. I mean, I never thought that I'd wear a basic cap wig like this all day at work. I really never thought I would, but I felt completely comfortable in her today. She is a very comfortable wig. You have to keep in mind there's no mono features, so you can kind of see a little bit of permatease right here. If you can see a little frizzy, but honestly, when you're just sitting at work, it kind of just looks like messy curls. I don't think it's noticeable at all. Bianca has this bang, so while she has no lace front, you can't see it, so that really didn't matter. So let me just give you a quick look at her. Now keep in mind, like I always say in my videos, I do not generally as a rule comb out my wigs that are curly. I will finger comb them. I may take a wide tooth comb very gently over the top if they need a little, taming, but I don't like to comb out curls until I've really given them a chance and given myself an opportunity to see how the curls, what their potential is. If they're really, really too crazy or don't look very good, I might take a comb to them. That's been the exception though. I really mostly have not combed out my curls. So this is pretty much how the curls came. I think my chocolate caramel was way, way, way more wild than this. If I recall, and again, I was a little newer at this, but I recall thinking, what in the world? So that wig, I only ever wore it with a headband. That is what I called my Bianca look. I actually have a video, not a full review, but a video showing that when you get a wig that doesn't really work for you, you can still make it work. You can use accessories. And for me, headband was the way I worked with Bianca. So let me grab a headband real quick and show you what I mean. I'm gonna clash beautifully with my flowered shirt for a minute. But I don't wanna go too crazy here because I want you to be able to see the Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you the comparison first, then I'll come back and show you the headband because I want you to be able to see how these two wigs stack up to each other. Okay. So, and I'm trying to be quick. I want to respect you guys' time. This is to answer Lara's question, but the reason I'm putting it here is because if she has the question, others probably do. So what I did was I emailed myself. I have a work phone. I emailed myself some specs so that I can tell you how they compare. So this is Bianca. First of all, price-wise, they're similar. I found Bianca from anywhere between $136 to $170. $170 I think is full price. You shouldn't ever have to pay full price. Most websites have 30% off coupons regularly, so you should be able to get 30% off. I found her for $136, and then I think there's also a 30% off coupon off of that. So you should be able to get this wig for around $100. I paid $90 at Leanne's Live, and I want to say I paid right around that for a couple of my other Biancas. Now, in comparison, Broadway retails for about $125, and it is very hard to find coupons that work for Main Attraction and Henry Margaux wigs. So keep that in mind. You probably will pay roughly $125 no matter where you go, even if a site has a coupon. That's pretty rare. You can use it on those. I paid way less than that for my Broadways because I got them on eBay. And so I paid, I don't even want to tell you guys what I paid. I think I paid like $75 for one of them. So if you're patient, you can get good deals. You really can. But let's go on to the specs. So overall, they're roughly the same lengths, although my Broadway feels a lot longer than Bianca. So the front on Bianca is 7.75, whereas on Broadway, it's 5.25. So Broadway has a bit more of a bang than Bianca has. Bianca does have sort of side swept bangs that are easy to cut into a full fringe. The crown on Bianca, so from here down, is 8.25. Broadway, the measurements I found go from 6.25 to 9.25. So Broadway, they're both layered, but I would say Broadway is much more layered and longer overall. The nape on Bianca is 5.5, so that's this measurement. Broadway, it's 7. So again, Broadway is longer overall, and you'll be able to see that when I put it on. And then the weight, pretty significant difference, almost a whole ounce. So Bianca is 3.3 ounces. Broadway is 4.25 ounces, so nearly an ounce more, which, you wouldn't think an ounce is much, but when it comes to wigs, it can really make a difference. Broadway feels like a lot more hair. Both wigs have a little bit of permatease. I can feel permatease right in here, all in here, but it's not heavy. My fingers are going through the permatease, through the cap. So it's not, I'm going to take her off and show you. The permatease is not heavy, but there is permatease. The other thing I want to point out is that Bianca doesn't have, really doesn't have much in the way of ear tabs. There's really not an ear tab here. It's definitely not, it's just there's a tiny piece of metal in there, but it's pretty much an open ear tab. No extended nape, barely a nape, all open wefting. So this cap on Bianca is about as basic of a cap as you can possibly get. It's very comfortable, very light, but no fancy features. Now I'm going to put on my beloved Broadway. I love Broadway. I don't know why I don't wear Broadway more. I think at heart I'm still a mono feature lace front girl. I really am. And while I can comfortably wear a basic cap, I do like the realism of some of those mono features, but Broadway is so cute. So this is a Nutmeg. This color is Nutmeg. I have a review of this. I have a 4 color main attraction review. So you can see a lot more on Broadway if you're interested. But I love the curls on Broadway like nobody's business. They're so cute. Bianca doesn't have anywhere near the curl that Broadway does. So right away, that's a really big difference. Other than being a lot more curly, being a little longer overall, and having a bit more hair, I would say their silhouettes are pretty similar. So then you just have to ask yourself, am I looking for a lighter wig? Am I looking for something with less curls? Am I looking for something a little bit shorter, although the length, quite honestly, it's really not a significant length difference. So, I don't know if that's enough to say one way or the other, but just look at her curls. And, bear in mind, I've worn this one 5 or 6 times. I haven't washed her yet, and she still looks this good. I don't know. I love this wig. So cute. So, again, the bang measurement was shorter, and you can see it. What did I say it was? Oh shoot, I got logged out. The bang, 5.25 on this one, 7.75 on the other, so quite a bit longer. This one would be so easy to cut a bang in, and Lara, I think you have cut bangs in wigs before. This wouldn't take much at all, and look how cute that would look with a bang. I would never trust myself to do that, but I am totally fine sweeping this one to the side. Honestly, she stays just fine for me. There is permatease in Broadway, but I don't think there's more permatease in her. Maybe a tiny bit right there more, but I don't think there's more permatease in this one. I just think she has more hair and more volume because of the curls. I really don't think this one is more permatease. This one also doesn't have much in the way of ear tabs, no extended nape, basic cap. So from that standpoint, they're very much the same. So gosh, it just comes down to personal preference. If I have to choose between them, if I could only have one of them, I would choose Broadway without question. I love the curls. I love this color Nutmeg more than almost any other color of every wig I own. I have a lot of wigs, a lot of colors that I like. Nutmeg is just up there in the top, for sure the top 5, probably the top 3. So I'm gonna put Bianca on one more time. She's still really cute. She really is. I'm so glad I don't have to choose between them. But you can see her curls just aren't as voluminous. They're not as kind of barrel, I thought this was going to be a shorter video, you guys. I don't know how to do short videos anymore. Just look at those curls. So, okay, bottom line, which one do I think? Which one can you get a better deal on? If you're really torn between them, the cap features are similar. So are you looking for something curlier, or are you looking for something a little bit lighter weight? I don't think if you can wear a basic cap wig, I don't think you can go wrong. I will say that I think I have seen quite a bit of disparity in Bianca. Now remember, I have 2 others. They're not up here, so I can't show you. And I will be getting another, and then I'll be doing a review and a 4-way comparison so you can see the variation that comes with wigs when you get duplicates. But I have done a review of the 3 Broadways I have, and one of them, the curls weren't as nice. 2 of them, though, they're great. So I don't know which one to tell you. I hope this was helpful. I mean, if you're worried about permatease, it's kind of a toss-up. I think Broadway has a bit more here, but other than that, they're not heavy on permatease in my opinion, but they do have it. You know, I really just think this one, I feel so much prettier. And this one just feels like you're kind of standard every day. And so let me just show you the headband look really quick. Because like I said, when I first, and I tucked her earlier today at work because I got so hot, and she tucked just fine. Me get hot? What? Okay, so I generally take a little bit more time, but I put the headband on, and then I just pull out some of these curls. So they kind of just give a little messy, curly look here. And then what I have done is I've just pulled it into like a little ponytail in the back. And then I just kind of tuck the bangs. And the reason I did that was because of the basic cap. I just didn't feel comfortable. I was so worried you'd be able to see that it's a wig. But when I would put it in a pony and a headband like this, I didn't think there was any way somebody was going to be able to tell that I had on a wig. I just love this look. I do. And I think it can be a perfect weekend look. So if you're on a real budget and some of these wigs are so expensive for you, consider a basic cap that you can adjust. You can put a headband on and pull it up, especially curly ones. You can really get away with quite a lot. So I think there's ways to do this on a budget. There definitely are. And this is one of them, the ones I recommend a lot. So hopefully this was helpful. Lara, if you have any other questions for me, let me know. We can always talk, but I hope that maybe I pushed you one way or the other. I don't know. Thanks for watching, you guys. Let me know if you have questions.